this is where my body image went really downhill. I would watch myself on camera on my self-tapes and I would feel like shit. I'm not gonna book auditions because of my weight. I'm not gonna do this. My agent's probably gonna say something being like, hey, have you gained weight? This and that. I was only focused on staying skinny.
1, 2, 3, let's switch this up.
Hello, my little honeys. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Anastasia, also known as your fave social media girl. I'm a Canadian actor based here in Toronto. I post videos about self-love, body positivity, acting, and occasional vlogs. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to subscribe. And of course, don't forget to turn on the bell notification button so you know every single time that I post, which is on Fridays. I want to talk about body image. And I've noticed that, not even noticed, I realized that I haven't done a body image conversation in a really long time. I'm gonna close the window because all these cars are driving by and you can probably hear all of that. Yeah, I haven't done like a body image conversation in a really, I think almost in like a year now on my channel. And I was like, I wonder why. And I felt like I wanted to kind of connect this to what I've been going through with my body and my own self-image of my body and all that kind of stuff and my struggles. I think this conversation needs to always happen. I think it's always good to recap and just kind of connect again and check in with yourself and then check in with your community. I really just want to have a talk, you know, like me and you just sitting down, you know, and just having a chat. And that's kind of where I feel like I want to go with this video today. My last few months have been really interesting. I used to do a lot of body positivity on my Instagram, and when I went to Ukraine back in January to meet Mikita's family for the first time, I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to do body positivity self-love while I'm there because I want to give my entire full, you know, attention to the family. I'm also in a new country. Like, I want to get to know everything. So I was like, I'm going to take a month off. And I realized that when I was there, my thing about Instagram and doing the body image kind of became more of like a competition with myself. I was starting to kind of feel like, oh, I'm doing this because I have to do this. I've gained a lot of subscribers. I've gained a lot of followers. People are depending on me to keep going. But what I was forgetting was my own advice that I was giving out to people to use it on myself. I started to sort of go down on my own image because I was so into doing it out there for everyone that I forgot to apply the things that I tell people to do on myself. And then when I was in Ukraine, I started to realize that I'm actually not happy with my body image and it's starting to go down. And during the summer, I felt this huge sense of failureness. Like I tell people I do body positivity, but I'm like, realistically though, I haven't done a body positivity post or a video on my YouTube in so long. And I was like, you know what? I want to get back into it, and I want to get back into it into my own pace. I want to do it when I can do it, and I want to be 1000% truthful. I was always truthful, and it's not like I never was, but I want to be truthful about what I'm also doing as well and how it's affecting me. And influencer or not, YouTuber or not, actor or not, you are allowed to also have bad days. You are also allowed to not be okay with your image today, but then be okay with it tomorrow, or not be okay with it for 3 months, and then for month one you're okay. It does not matter. You are human and you have full right to be feeling that as well. But specifically what started happening with me in terms of my body image is that I used to be a vegetarian and I didn't eat any meat at all. No fish, no nothing. In January, right before I left to Ukraine, I did a food allergy test because I was always not well. I was always bloated. I had really bad, bowel problems, TMI. And I did it, and I came back with a lot of allergies. Specifically, the top ones were egg whites, gluten, yeast, peas, corn, mushrooms, soy. These main ingredients are something that all vegetarians live off. Like, I eat eggs maybe twice a day. I have tofu 24/7, which is made from soy. Gluten is in like every veggie burger, every veggie fake chicken nugget, fake beef strip thing, whatever. So is peas and corn. They're all made from pea plant protein isolate, from corn, isolate, and mushrooms. So here's me realizing that half the crap that I was eating, my body was rejecting, which is why I was always unwell. And so I was like, okay, well, we gotta do something about this, because what am I supposed to do? I can't have any of my vegetarian stuff, and then I don't wanna eat meat. So what am I left with? That is where my body image started to go down, because I lost the love for food. I had no interest in eating. I was not motivated to cook. I was not motivated to do anything because half the stuff that I wanted to use, I couldn't use it anymore, and I just felt so bland. I also realized that the last year or two, I depended on being a vegetarian because it kept the weight off, which is a really unhealthy way of looking at things. The truth is, I became a vegetarian because I wanted to work on my diet. And I did lose a lot of weight. I worked out like a crazy fanatic, and I was like 125 pounds, and I'm about 145, 150 now, so I was like 30 pounds lighter. And I lived on this, but I realized how unhealthy my body was and how much of the lack of nutrients I was going through. If you're gonna be vegetarian, do it for the right reasons. Don't be a vegetarian because you're trying to be skinny mini. Your body's not meant to do that. Yes, you will obviously be slimmer and you'll slim down if you're not eating meat, you know, and whatnot, but I was only focused on staying skinny, which is why I did not eat meat. When I went to Ukraine, I had a really tough time because everything in Ukraine is like, Ukrainian cuisine is based on gluten, meat, and all that kind of stuff. So it was tough out there, but then when I came back, I realized like I'm constantly hungry. And then this is where I started snacking on chips and this and that, and this is not healthy for me to eat chips all day long and shit food. So I started eating meat. And it was tough mentally to kind of go through that. But when I started eating meat, I started to see that my body started to change. And it was changing in a really different, interesting way. When I started eating meat, I became much fuller in my skin, as if like my hips got larger, my butt got larger, I had a bit more tummy fat going on. And I looked like I was supposed to look, like my face and my body matched all together. And this is where my body image went really downhill. I lost interest in going to the gym, which was something I am still struggling with because I used to be a gym fanatic and now I can't even lift a weight anymore and I hate it. And I'm clearly gaining weight because I'm now eating meat. And not only that, my body was so lacking in the meat department that I was eating so much of it. I'd have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner because my body was like, oh my God, 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 oh my God. And my body was so dense in the nutrients that it just needed all this meat. And then the acting was another thing that kept popping into me. I would watch myself on camera on my self-tapes and I would feel like shit because I'd look at myself and I'd be like, oh, you have a more round face. Oh, your arms look a bit bigger. I'd look at myself and I'd be like, ooh, this looks a bit bigger here. Wow, look at that. Like you can kind of tell that you have a tummy right here. And I'd constantly like pull my shirt down. I noticed in my YouTube videos when I'd sit down and do my talking videos, I'd always try to sit more upright like this. And I'm a little bit sucking in right now, so you don't see this. But then I'm like, why am I doing that? Like natural me is this. Like it's okay for what I have here. And then I started hitting the gym because I got all scared. I'm not gonna book auditions because of my weight. I'm not gonna do this. My agent's probably gonna say something being like, hey, have you gained weight? This and that. And everything just started spinning out of control and I kind of just sort of fell off the wagon again. And I crashed again. Then I became obsessed with comparison. I guess a couple years ago, I used to look like this, and then now I kind of look like that. And I was obsessed with comparing these two photos and thinking about, I used to actually talk about my body when it was in the before photo when I was like thinner. I used to think that I was still fat. Looking at the before and after photos, I became obsessed with seeing that body type again. I started hating that I'm eating the meat. I eat 3 meals a day. I wanted to start not eating breakfast, but I realized like, I can't, I need breakfast. I wake up and an hour after waking up, my body's hungry. I did not feel good suppressing the hunger and then going to work out. And then after my workout, not eating for another hour. Like these are things I used to do. So I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. If I'm going to do this, like it's not right, it's not healthy, and it's not helping me anymore. And I had to really take myself out of that state. I had to pretty much delete half those photos. I had to also like archive them and put them away. And I made sure that I never looked at those photos because where I was before is not where I am now. My schedule before was literally nothing. All I did was wake up, go to the gym, come home, chill for 3-4 hours, and then go to my serving job at 5 o'clock, 5 times a week. I did the exact same thing. And then one of my days off, I would just do groceries and I don't know, laundry. And then the other day off, I'd go out and drink. Like now my schedule is a lot crazier. Like I have to plan on my YouTube videos. I have auditions. Like today I just got 2 auditions that are both due. One's due on Monday, one's due on Tuesday, which means I have literally 3 days to figure out both auditions. I am thinking of doing another interview with someone from my YouTube channel, so I need to contact them. I need to create the questions. I then insert my serving job and then also doing my TikTok video. Like things right now are so busy for me that I'm like, I am running on so much energy that I need all this to fuel myself. I need the nutrients. I cannot be skipping anything, and it is okay that I'm not getting myself to the gym because it's tough sometimes to do this all the time. Now I am feeling a lot better since I've become honest about my journey and what I've been going through the last 6-7 months. I've told some of my friends that I'm not working out, and I want to be honest about it because I need to say it out loud. And this is something that I really recommend. Stop comparing yourself. Like, really don't do this to yourself. Be honest about what you're going through. Once you say it out loud to yourself and you say it out loud to your friends, to your family, and you come clean about what you're going through. And I want to take what I'm doing step by step, day by day. Today, I feel good about my body. I don't know why. I woke up and I was like, you're sexy. You're like really good looking and you have a sexy butt and you got a sexy tummy. And I was like all about it. I was like feeling myself. I was walking around half naked in my apartment. I was like, ooh, You know, sometimes it's good to like, you know, check yourself out in the mirror a few times. Literally spent 35 minutes. Yesterday, hated my body, and that's fine. It's going to be an up and down like battle. You're gonna get up on the hill and then you're gonna fall probably really hard, and then you're gonna get really high up again and maybe fall again, and it's gonna happen, and that's fine. But I'm happy to be doing this video again because I wanted to have a body image conversation for a while. And I hope this video really helps some of you honeys of whether you're in the industry and you're struggling with the body and being an actor or being in the industry, or if you're not in the industry at all and you're just struggling with your body in general. Like, it does not matter. Like, everyone has a struggle, everyone's going through something, and I think it's important to give yourself the self-love and the time for yourself. Oh, my heart's like really full right now. I feel really happy and good, and I just feel very content that I like talked about this. Body image is a huge conversation, and I think it's something that we're always going to constantly be evolving and talking about. I think it's something that's always going to be a conversation around the world. I think some countries are still going to be lacking on it. I think some countries are progressively moving forward. I think there's going to be always media problems of this is good, this is bad, this is comparing, this is not comparing. And I think for like probably the next 20 years, we're still going to talk about body image. And even after 20 years, there's going to be a new conversation about body image, whatever that conversation is going to be it. Honeys, I love you so much. Give your like body such a big hug today, and go look at yourself in the mirror and like stand there naked or half naked or in clothes, whatever you feel comfortable with, and tell yourself 3 things that you love about your body today. Really, and like be honest about it. Tell yourself 3 things and just take it in, breathe it in, put your hand on your heart when you say these things, and just really mean it. And just allow the feelings to move through you. Go do that, and then comment down below, what are the 3 things that you love about your body? I'm gonna comment my 3 things today, and I'm excited. And we're starting a big body positivity movement. I already started a year ago. I fell off the bandwagon, but I'm back on it again. So I guess we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going with the body positivity movement. Honeys, I love you. Big hugs, big love, big hugs, and I'm gonna see you all next Friday. Bye, honeys.